Hello everyone, welcome back to the Goody Life, where life is good and everything is great. I'm Dr. Goody, and if you're new to my channel, the Goody Life is all about finding inspiration, motivation, and self-growth in all different aspects and areas of your life. Today, I wanted to stay focused on one more subject while we are talking about personal growth and development and working on yourself before moving on into other areas. As you guys know, the Goody Life focuses on 5 areas of growth. And for the past few weeks, we've been talking a lot about personal development with yourself. So we talked about goals, purpose. We also talk about things we should eliminate from our lives, which is complaining and gossiping. And 2 things I want us to add to that list and to eliminate from our lives is greed and jealousy. So today I wanted to talk about letting go of being greedy and jealous of other people. So let's get right into it. What is greed and what is jealousy? So basically, greed is when you are envious or you see someone else have something and you want that. Same thing as jealousy. Jealousy is an emotion, it's a feelings that you feel on the inside when you see other people doing certain things or accomplishing certain things in life. Jealousy also is part of an intimate relationship. So for example, if 2 persons are in an intimate relationship and one is jealous of the other, that can become very detrimental or harmful to that relationship. But today, I'm not focusing on couples and intimate relationship. I'm looking at jealousy and greed in an overall concept in your day-to-day life and how we can let go of those feelings. So first off, jealousy is just an emotion. It's a way we feel towards someone or something. You also tend to develop this during your childhood and due to many different things that may have played a part in having those feelings or emotions. However, it's not very helpful in adulthood. It can prevent you from jobs, from a better lifestyle, and most importantly, you guys know the Goody Life is all about having a happy and healthy lifestyles. And if you have greed and if you have jealousy, those 2 things will never be able to happen in your lifestyle. You will never be able to feel happy or healthy when you have greed and jealousy as part of your life. So making sure you eliminate it is very important. So now the first thing you have to do is acknowledge it. Are you a very jealous or greedy person? So when I mentioned the example of the couple, like a little bit of jealousy is okay. A lot can be harmful. So this is the question you have to ask yourself overall. Do you have it and do you have a lot of it? So how do you know these? How do you know these things, whether you are a greedy or jealous person? So think back of your family, your friends, your job. When you see people in your life who's doing well, for example, a family member or a friend, they got promoted or they bought a house or a car or something good is happening for them, do you feel envious in the inside? Do you feel jealous about them? Or if you see someone in leadership lifestyle, so let's say someone who is doing more, not family related, not friend related, maybe some famous person or something like that, do you catch yourself complaining a lot about them? Do you see how the complain video comes back in here? If you missed that video, check it out. So if you find yourself always deprecating your own self and also putting down those people, oh, well, they had a better life or they got to make better decisions and you didn't get to. If you always find yourself trying to bring them down and make excuses for yourself, that's a sign that you may have greed and jealousy. Same thing when it comes to your family. If you always find yourself complaining or gossiping and being really angry at what they have accomplished and achieved, and you're not doing any of that, that's greed and jealousy. So the first thing you have to do is identify Do you do those things? Do you feel those emotions? And be honest with yourself, because we're here for personal growth and development and to work on ourselves and to grow past all these things. And if you look back into your life and you think about it, did greed and jealousy really get you anywhere? See, the truth is, those people will keep excelling. Why are they excelling? Because they're not focusing on other people, or they're not paying attention on being greed. They're paying so much attention to what they have to do to keep working on themselves that they don't have room for that. But the person who is stuck worrying about how that person is doing better than them, making excuses, feeling greed and feeling jealous, has not accomplished anything except misery and anger in their daily life, which only make them react even more abruptly and rude to other people. So people who have jealousy and greed really don't prosper or benefit much in life, because they're too caught up in those emotions to focus on what they have to do to make changes to their lifestyle. So now, if you're able to acknowledge if these are some pattern or these are some traits you see within yourself, you have to make the change of it, right? So how do you do that? Let's start off with some of the basic things. For example, if you see someone doing something good for themselves, let's say, for example, they got a promotion or they bought a house, be happy for them. When you find yourself feeling that cringy way, stop it. Say absolutely not, because you have to change the thought process. You completely close that thought off and feel genuine happiness for that person. Say congratulations. Say you're happy for them. You wish them the best in life. And try to stay into that feelings and emotion of acknowledging something good that they have done for themselves. So that way you can feel better on the inside also. The second step is, don't try to be someone else. Be yourself. There's too many sames out there. We need uniqueness. We need difference. So don't worry about who's doing what or who's becoming what. Focus on what you want to become or what you want to do in life. You guys have heard this statement before, keeping up with the Jonas. Don't try to do that. Don't try to keep up with what your family is doing, your friends are doing, your coworkers are doing. Figure out what's for you and what do you want to do. And that's what you want to work on. For example, if you're looking at entrepreneurs or people who are in higher positions in life, look at them as mentors. Remember when we talked about it earlier, when you look at them and you give excuses of why you can do it and reasons of why they were able to accomplish it? Switch that around and turn them into your mentors from afar. See what they have done. Successful people and happy people all follow the same patterns and steps in life, even though they all went in different paths. Someone might be in technology, someone might be in medical facility. They all went on different areas, but the steps to success and happiness and health is always the same step. So look at all those leaders, look at all those mentors, and maybe read up a little bit about their lives, because they've all went through something. So instead of complaining about them or what they have had, maybe think about more of what they have went through to get there. And those steps are almost similar to what all successful people have to go through in order to climb the ladder. Again, don't try to be them, be yourself. Third one, don't complain. I did a whole video on complaining and gossiping. Don't spend your time and energy and thought into complaining. Like I've mentioned earlier, don't complain about how well someone is doing or how privileged they are or how much they have gotten. Use your time and energy to build productivity for yourself. What do you need to be doing to be productive that day? Is it just writing down what you want to get done for that week? Is it just working on something on that checklist? What is it that you need to do to be productive that day? If you're complaining, it's not productivity. If you're gossiping, if you are feeling envious of someone, None of those fall under the category of productivity. Productivity tends to be working on you. It tends to be doing something that makes you feel good. And neither of those feelings make people feel good. So you can take that off the productivity list. Find out what you need to do and start working on those stuff and stay productive every single day. And the fourth and final one is don't be judgmental. Don't be judgmental of others, and don't be judgmental on yourself. A lot of time we go either way. You either find yourself judging everybody else for what's going well in their life and things like that, or you find yourself judging how everything is going wrong in your own life. Both of this is very toxic because both of them also involve being greedy and jealous. Because if you're complaining about them, chances are you're jealous. And if you're doing this to yourself, you're not getting anywhere. You're just feeling stuck. So don't judge their path. Learn their stories. Like I said, look at people as mentors in your life, be it if it's someone close or be it if it's someone from afar. And if you want to excel in that way or a similar way, look at them as mentors, learn about their lives, learn about their story, and then see how you can apply some of these steps to your life and your story and how you can push yourself to move forward. But one thing I'd like to add to this is sometimes when we try, we do get paused in our track. And that's what people tend to call failure, which I'll talk about in a whole different video. But when you get paused or stop in that track as you're working on your own productivity and you're trying to not be jealous or greedy, but you feel like you tried and you felt like you failed, it's very important to not judge yourself and call yourself a failure there. It's important for you to keep working and climbing that ladder slowly, and surely you will jump over that. And if you keep going, then you're not a failure. And you're also not going to have time to be judgmental on yourself. I hope you guys learned a little bit from a few steps that I list out on how to make the switch from being greedy and jealous to feeling self-fulfilled and productive in your own life. Both of these feelings and emotion can be very toxic to your personal growth and development. Try eliminating them. Try being aware of it when you're doing it and stopping it. And you will see the difference in your body. You'll see the difference in your health. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, hit the subscribe button below. And I'll see you all next week as we change stuff up a bit and move from working on the self into a different area. I'll see you all next week. Bye for now.